Hello, 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 it is Aliatana, and I am finally back to play some Sims. It's been a while, about a month, maybe more. It's been just really, really busy for me, and I just have not really been into playing The Sims recently either. This video is a little bit weird because it's me playing and renovating in The Sims, but it's also me complaining about The Sims. I have been playing this game since it came out. I have my Sims Deluxe there that hangs out with me on my table. I always hope that I can install it one day, but it's never worked, so we're getting there. But I've literally been playing this game from the beginning, and so I have seen all of it, 1 through 4. 3 was my absolute favorite. I stuck on 3 for a while. It actually took my boyfriend convincing me to try 4 to even try 4. I wasn't going to. So I'm very stubborn like that. So I have my opinions here about what's going on in the Sims franchise right now. And if you'd like, you can listen in and see what I have to say. I have a list. I wrote it down because I don't want to forget some points that I have here because I find that they're very important. Before I get into that, though, I am going to call out what I'm doing here. I'm just renovating the 4 Landgraab apartment in San Myshuno. I haven't done an apartment renovation in a very long time. I will get into why as my first point in a second. But I really wanted to move one of my legacy Sims into San Myshuno, into an apartment, so I took this as an opportunity. I find playing my legacies right now is really my only way of getting me motivated to play The Sims, unfortunately, so I'm building for them right now. So we're gonna be getting a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom apartment here. I renovated the lofted area a little bit. It's a little bit different. I've changed the layout, so we'll see at the end what happens. But I actually built this place a little bit backwards. I usually do the main floor first, then the upstairs. I did the upstairs first this time, so you'll see that while I'm going through my rants. I did use some of the new werewolf pack, but that's really the newest content I have in this one because I don't have the high school stories or high school years yet for reasons I'll get into soon. So, on to my rant about what is happening in the Sims franchise right now. So, first of all, my beef when it comes to the gallery. I am doing this beautiful apartment renovation. I would love to share it with everybody. I would love to, except I can't because I can't upload apartments to the gallery. And I'm not talking about the stupid workaround where you delete the door wall or whatever so it's all one room. No, apartments should be a category in the gallery at this point. You have San Myshuno, and then even in Eco Lifestyle you introduce more apartments. So you have a lot of apartments, and I truly think that the next world should be a Broadway or a theater type world. So if it's even based off of Paris, for example, I want that city vibe Paris apartment style, but I want to be able to upload them to the gallery. So the gallery needs a serious update from that. Also, the fact that you can't choose thumbnails and sometimes trees from a lot across from you get caught in your thumbnail, which is ridiculous at this point. Like, it's been going on since I've been uploading to the gallery for the last few years, so that's just ridiculous to me. So, point number 1, apartments should be allowed to be uploaded to the gallery easily and searched easily. Okay, next point I have. There's right now, maybe this is part of my burnout, contributing to my Sims burnout. There's a lot going on right now. There's a lot of new content coming out. We had 2 kits. We had the werewolves pack. We had my wedding stories. Like, we've had a lot go on at the beginning of this year, and I think we were kind of lacking at the beginning of the year, and they're trying to make up here in Q2. It's very busy, and I'm getting kind of overwhelmed with the amount of content coming out. And maybe that's just me as a person, me as a simmer. I like to completely dive in and explore something. I waited until a few months ago to purchase my wedding story, 2 months ago, because I didn't want to buy it broken. It was broken when it came out. I wasn't going to pay for that. And I waited until, first of all, there was a sale for it, and second, a patch had come out. So at least it's not as broken. It's still broken, by the way. I still can't plan a wedding event in my calendar, which is very annoying. But, I take things as they are, I guess, in the Sims franchise, and that's what we have to do at this point, which is exhausting. And I think it's exhausting for like lifetime fans of the franchise as well, because it felt like Sims 3 just didn't have this frustration happening. I don't know why, but it just didn't. Anyway, even when werewolves came out, I haven't even explored werewolves much. I'm just getting into that. And maybe that's because I've got some burnout and haven't had a chance to. So other people who've been playing, maybe they're ready for something new, and that's great. I'm excited for you. But for me, it feels like a lot. I'm not going to complain about content being released ever. I'm just saying that it's overwhelming for me, and I'm not able to keep up with it in terms of trying to make content for it. Third, the fact that Tuesday's base game patch broke the game. Broke the game. If you had your 8 Sims on long lifespan, good fucking luck to you. I hope they survived. I didn't open any of my saves that had that because I was so scared. I didn't even want the opportunity because I live on long lifespan. That's like what I do. So the fact that that was broken was so bad for me. I haven't opened any of those saves. I made a brand new save for a family for Tuesday, and I did create a sim on Tuesday. I haven't been in the game since Tuesday. I'm posting this on Saturday. I'm not ready. I'm scared to break things. I don't want to break save files. I don't want to deal with that crap. I've updated I only get 2 mods. I only have MC Command Center and the UI extension mod. So those have already been updated. That's not a problem. It's so sad to me that I'm scared to open my favorite save because I don't want my Sims to die. Like, I have 2 elder Sims, my legacy Sims, my 3rd generation, that are elders right now. If I open that save and they died, I would probably cry for a very long time. And I feel like that sounds irrational, but it's my legacy save, and maybe only people who have deep legacy saves. I'm on generation 5 now in that save. You can understand. You get emotionally attached to them, and I want her. I've purposely made them like able to live longer because they're fit and stuff. Like, I don't want to waste that, So it's just frustrating. So that is just difficult to deal with right now. As a longtime Sims player, I just never felt that lack of confidence in The Sims 3, for example. I always knew that it would work. My MacBook would sound like it was about to take off like a plane, but it worked. No matter what, it was consistent. So give that to Sims 3. Okay, so this last point here is extremely important, and it's going to be long, and I'm going to become ranty and go on a tangent about it because it's so important to me. I saw a tweet a couple of days ago, like within this week of all of this chaos, and Thursday is when the pack came out, or was released, and I saw the credits, and there were only like 6 to 8 testers listed on the credits. And the comparison photo, and that was for high school years. So they only had like 8 maximum QA people. That is absurd to me. I work in software development. It's absurd to me. Considering the height and the size of this thing, this game you're working with, this code base you're working with, it's just wild. Anyway. For me, it's just, I don't understand why. It feels like 2022, there's just been a lack of testing in general. My Wedding Stories was an absolute train wreck, a fucking train wreck. You can admit that. In March, that was crazy. Like, the fact that it was released so goddamn broken, they had to put a patch out the next week to fix everything. That was a game pack too. Like, you're paying about $30 full price for that, but that, like, Canadian. But still, it's just like, wow, like, that's quite a lot of money. You don't want that to be broken. And I think, like, it's sad that there seems to be an expectation in The Sims 4 that we, as players, just need to accept broken content that we're paying full price for. And that's fucking absurd. Like, it truly is absurd. It doesn't make sense. Also, look how beautiful this room is. I'm going to jump out of my rant for a second, because this front bedroom I made here, I am so in love with it. It's like the cutest little, like, cozy bedroom. It's got beautiful windows that you can't change in apartments. Another thing I hate about apartments, but whatever. I can't. And I'm trying to layer my perfect fur carpets here, but I just want to point out, like, how cute this room is. And it is work. It does work. I play tested it. Back to my rant. So the testing, the fact of the matter is when the Sims team releases pre-release content to creators, a lot of YouTube creators, etc., EA game creator network, etc., they're only getting a version of the game that has the base game plus whatever content is new. So what they got this past month, I guess, would be base game plus high school years, and that's it. There's no other content in there. So when those people are making their content on YouTube, they don't have all the other download DLC. None of that is in the game. All right. So it really truly is probably one of the simplest test case scenarios you can look at as a software developer, right? Base game, base code base plus the new content you're adding. Okay, great. Ideally, all of your base game code base would be tested so well that any DLC that was added in the past is already part of that code base. But unfortunately with The Sims 4, it seems that that's not the case. It seems extremely behind on the amount of technical debt that needs to be dealt with. It feels like they've just been adding all this new content on in all the kits, and there were 11 kits released in the last year, just in case you're aware. 11. Okay. So that's a lot of just new random content thrown in. And so you have to wonder, is it being thoroughly tested? Is it being tested with all the content, all the packs, when those new kits are being added in? Everything. I don't think so, just based on the way that I know software development works, at least in what I do. So it's so frustrating to me that their idea of dealing with it is taking away from the testing budget. And this is not only on The Sims. I want to point that out as well. I've seen on Twitter people in the Madden community upset as well. My boyfriend plays Apex. He said there's been issues a while. He was just starting it up before I started this video, and I looked and I'm like, that looks like weird. And he's like, yeah. And that's like, it's one of those things where they've learned to live with it too, but like, why do we have to learn to live with it? Like, why are we, and I'm not at all blaming the gurus, like, especially for Sims gurus, you guys are fantastic. They are fantastic. They listen to what we're saying. They take what they can. They truly love the game, but they only can do so much. They have a budget. They have people that they report to. I understand that because I'm in that situation as well in my work with a different type of software development, but still, I know the understanding of having that client with the budget and you have to stick to it. I get it. But it's almost like I don't know who is making the calls about testing here. And I feel like there has to be an internal rise of, no, we need to test more. I would love to test for you. I'd love to play test for you guys. I would love to apply, but I've even seen people apply to be a play tester for EA, and they don't even get to play Sims. They're playing some random game, like they're playing FIFA or whatever, right? Like, it doesn't really make sense. So how are we supposed to contribute to the game properly when we want to? We're not really given a true opportunity, right? Like, it's very difficult to balance out. And we as a community want what's best for this game. We want it to continue. I want people who don't look at the Twitter Sims community to not be disappointed when they open their game and they see a notification from the Sims team on the main menu saying, oh yeah, so base game update broke the game. Great. Like, I wouldn't have updated then, but those people don't necessarily go on social media to see things about the Sims. It's not all just about the people who are talking loudly. It's also the people who don't know what's going on. We want everyone to be in the loop, and it's so unfortunate for somebody who maybe hasn't seen the video reviews of High School Readers or hasn't gone and looked at Twitter and seen what's going on here, purchasing a pack and then having it break things or seeing things be weird. I also actually saw recently an example of me saying they need to thoroughly test with all DLC, the werewolf pack that just came out. Apparently there's a conflict already with teens transforming werewolves. It gets glitchy already. That's 2 brand new pieces of content that are conflicting. How were they not tested together? If they're coming out in the same that's what I don't understand. And maybe this is me being too educated on what could happen in software development where they maybe run it differently. And that's fine. But it clearly isn't working as well as we want it to at this point because it's not catching major glitches. Like, I saw today that a father asked his toddler to prom. Why is a young adult even going to prom? First of all, that's a glitch. But second of all, asking their toddler, that is incest. Okay, that's disgusting. That is not what The Sims is about here. And that's, I know that there's that whole wicked whim side of life, but most of us are not about that, you know? So it's like, we don't want that happening in our game. It's just like, what the heck? Like, that's just like clearly a glitch. And it's like, that stuff needs to be sorted out. Regression testing needs to be figured out because it's just not making any sense. And so I guess I'm at a point now where what is my opinion of what we think we can do. And I also love how I just like didn't, this is the level of how much I'm just like trying to just get this out here. I didn't cut this whole section where it's like fully just me not doing anything. But, you know, it's fine. What makes it difficult for me though is trying to figure out how am I supposed to get a balance of expectations of what I know is possible from the Sims team and what I want to see. And it feels like there's just such a big gap here. Like, I can't purchase in good faith this new pack right now because I don't have the confidence that it's not broken. And I don't want to spend expansion pack money, which is like $55 Canadian at where we are, for that. I know, like, I'm just not gonna do it. Like, it's so sad that the Sims franchise where EA just thinks that they can put out broken content like that and just have anybody buy it. It's sad, and it's disrespectful to their community, especially people who have been in it for so long. We've seen what a good situation is like, and we've just seen the downgrade of it, and it's very difficult to deal with. But hey, what can we do? It's hard. Alright, so my finally came back. I thought for a second that my video glitched and I was going to be very, very upset because I've also had a lot of problems with trying to get YouTube videos going, and maybe that's also part of my burnout frustration. First, I recorded my Black Widow challenge episode and I thought I had everything set up properly, and then I went to look at the video after and realized I did not have the webcam set up, which is just like, just bad. Nothing, my face was not there. So I do have a plan for that. I'm going to deal with it eventually. I just don't have the mental capacity to do it right now. But that was annoying. And then I did the Create a Sim on Tuesday with the Kutros, and maybe this is part of another problem. Excuse me. Maybe this is part of another problem related to The Sims and the situation in the franchise. I couldn't get my game capture to work with my Streamlabs, and it wasn't picking up my game. So I thought I had nearly figured it out, but no, I didn't. It didn't work. It had just game capture ready the entire 48 minutes. I'm like, so that's just frustrating, right? Like, and so when frustrating things like that add on top, it's just like, I don't want to do this. So I've just been playing other games, like doing other things. We've had a lot going on in our lives right now, so it's nice in the summer here having stuff to do. So, you know, it's okay. But I just wanted to, you know, come in and sort of share my thoughts here. I know it's maybe nobody asked for it, but I'm going to share them anyways. And now that that's done, I am actually going to go back to commenting on this build because I want to maybe just point out a couple of things that I did do. So we're in the main floor area here, and we have a ton of windows that we can't move, so I have to deal with them. Since Isaiah, who lives here, he's in music production, I put the piano there in the corner for him. I also made a little divider almost, so the TV's up on this brick divider with the fireplace. I really like the way that this is set up as like a, you know, unit. And then on the other side of that is the kitchen. So I'll talk about it because I love this kitchen so much. I really do. So what I tried to do is I did use the the stuff from Dream Home Decorator, those chairs. I love them so much. I just needed to. I also really am a fan of the Jungle Adventure cupboards. There's a lot of the stuff is like older, but the Dream Home Decorator stuff did hit the mark for me. I really did like it. Although I am kind of bored of all the kitchen counter options right now, and I want more, of course. So it's just me, but yeah. I ended up actually using the Snowy Escape ones. Haven't used this color scheme either, and I thought it looked a little bit interesting with the brick. So I was like, you know what, let's go for it. Let's go for it. Obviously, I had to scooch the fridge in, which works when you have the window right beside it, actually. So worked out. We put the sink in the island. I see that a lot. I'm actually house hunting right now, which is super exciting. So we're seeing a lot. I'm seeing a lot of inspiration for builds in that too. So maybe I'll get back to things soon with that. And then I had this extra corner, and I was like, you know what, let's make a coffee, popcorn, snack nook sort of thing over here. So there is a way over there for them to sort of have a separate section. But I really like the use of the space. But those shelves for Snowy Escape are so nice. I wish that we had better swatches for the colors, of course. Always want more. But for now, it works out. And I did actually... Yeah, I just used the normal, I used the normal Snowy Escape flat, the beautiful flat oven. I like that one, the stovetop. And I did actually switch to the Dream Home Decorator cupboards because they did actually kind of work well with this combination. And then finally, I used the movie Hangout statement lights here and put them over top of the island. So I thought that was really fun and cool. I haven't used them before, so it's very exciting. And then I just did the normal, I think that is the Pets one, maybe it's not, but that's the Pets carpet. I think it really works well with that color chair. And then, of course, we add as much greenery as we can, of course. I actually have a third room in the basement, or fourth room downstairs in this first floor. It's actually the office space, so it's where he does his music production and everything. So yeah, it's very cozy and quaint in here. But it's lofted. I love it. And that's my problem, is the apartment gallery, I can't put these lofted ones up because you can't just cut out the floors. It doesn't work that way. So it's very annoying. Anyway, here is our tour. I'm very excited for the tour. There's Isaiah. He's hanging out. And look at how nice it is. You come out of the elevator, you have this gorgeous view outside. I mean, he's living in like a nice area in San Myshuno. He's finished his degree. He's got a good job. He deserves this. So here is the entranceway. Of course, we have Decor to the Max wallpaper statement wall over there, and it's very nice. We can't change the front door, so that's what we have, but it actually works with the space. I put a closet there in the front, and then when you walk in, that's such a beautiful view. That is just insanely stunning to me. I had to use the double windows there. I couldn't close that off. Like, look at that. I wish I could. I don't wish because I live in an apartment now and I want a detached house, but also those views though. Like, it's truly stunning. I do have to say that. And so it's nice that you have the staircase floating as well. It's a beautiful spot to play piano and have a nice view. It's also a great entertaining space. You can get a pianist to come in to play at a party in your house if you want to do that. We have the Statement Eco Lifestyle piece over there with the leaves. And then this is a very skinny hallway. So then we go and there's the bathroom down here. So this is the second bathroom. And there's a beautiful bathtub back here with this lovely view of the city. It's very private. I just love it so much. Look at that. I can't wait for my sim to move in here. I'm so excited. I can't even tell you. So now we're coming back out. Oh, that's very tight. I'll see if Sims can even get in there. I think they could. I'm pretty sure I play tested that. It's not like it matters. It's not on the gallery anyway. And then we're going into the kitchen. Oh, I love those statement lights. Look at them. Oh my god. I love my kitchen so much. I'm just looking at it in awe. I love it. Love it so much. It's very worth it to me to spend time in a kitchen like this. and you have the beautiful dining table right beside the other windows. You have to take advantage of these views, right? I love that jungle adventure cupboard too. It's so nice. You know, it's funny when I do house hunting tours now, like for looking for ours. It's so funny because I look at it like a Sims thing. I'm like, oh yeah, like I can just add things here, and my boyfriend's like, no, you can't. I'm like, oh, well, that sounds like a you problem, not a me problem, but okay. So we're gonna go upstairs. I don't think I went into the office actually, which is interesting, but that's fine. We're gonna just hop upstairs in a second. I didn't do a cut again. I don't care enough. See, this is my life right now. I'm just like, whatever. All right, so top floor, we're here. So you walk up and you have this beautiful landing with the views. And then I've made a little laundry nook over in the side corner here because we do need a laundry space. I used the mirror from Werewolves, which I haven't used yet. And then this is the front bedroom. Look how cute it is! Like, look how adorable. This is what I'm saying. I'm obsessed with it. But nice little room for the front there, nice view. There's a lot of glitches happening in this mode. Alright, so then we're going to just go into the bathrooms. This is the second main bathroom here. And so there's quite a lot of space, obviously. I actually really I kind of indented the sink a little bit, as you can see. I'm a fan of that. Again, I didn't talk about all this when I was doing it, so that's why I'm talking about it now. Alright, and then we have the second bedroom here. So look how cute, it's a little kid's room. So Isaiah, the reason I made this room like this is because he has several nieces and nephews, so he has them come over sometimes, and so we want the space for them. And then this is Isaiah's bedroom, the primary bedroom. Look how nice it is, you know? I love the statement wall, obviously decor to the max. Beautiful windows, of course. Oh, we got lost. Uh-oh. Oh no. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay, so, we're lost. We're lost. Hold on a sec. See, I didn't edit any of this because I wanted it to be just like pure chaos. This is what The Sims is right now for me, pure chaos. Alright, so then we're back in the master suite, so that's his like master closet kind of. It's behind a divider sort of. I didn't really get a good screenshot of it because I didn't get all of this stuff. But it does, you know, do the job that you need. And then this is the master bathroom or primary bathroom, and it's just simple. No windows. I didn't have any windows in my bathrooms. I prioritized putting the windows in the bedrooms. So anyways, this is not on the gallery because I can't put it on the gallery. But if you enjoyed this video, please feel free to subscribe to me. I am planning on getting more videos going in the next month or so. Getting some time off going and doing that. But thank you very much for watching. And I hope I see you next time. Bye!